the show started. Who is ready for travel trivia? Press a one. And Mr. Moon better be one of those people that is ready. If not, he will be in trouble. There we go. That's right. Mr. Moon can follow instructions today. I'm loving this for us. And Woody, I mean, I like being in trouble. Yeah, well, you'll be blocked everywhere for a year. I was going to sit outside, but might have to move to my car if that's okay. That's fine. Yabba dabba do. As long as you're not driving, we'll make it work, sweetheart. That's all that matters. All right, travel trivia. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. All right, which city is known, and you guys can put the letter choices, okay? Which city is known, OG Lucky, thank you. Which city is known as the city of water? Is it A, Venice, B, Mexico Titan, Mexico, C, Halong Bay Floating Village in Vietnam, or D, Urals Floating Village in Peru? So is it A, Venice, B, Mexico, Mexicolata, mm, C, Hulong in Vietnam, or D, Urals Floating Village in Peru? We have A. We have A. A is the correct answer, you guys. Yes. Hello. Where, second question, where would you travel to visit the Amazon rainforest? Would it be A, China, B, Brazil, C, Mexico, or D, Africa? Welcome, Pat. Welcome, Top Badge Kitty Commander. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody who is coming in. We are doing travel trivia at this point in time. So, would it be A, China, B, Brazil, C, Mexico, or D, Africa? Thank you for the hot dogs. Appreciate it so very much. Everybody, make sure you're favoriting the gifters. You're saying Brazil, Brazil. We have Brazil, we have Brazil, we have Africa, 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 Africa. Oh my goodness. All right, and the answer is B, Brazil. Yes. Known as Brazil. Yes, Yabba Dabba. Woohoo, look at Yabba. Y'all getting in here. She might have actually won this one today. Thank you, Kitty Commander. Boop, boop, boop. Known as the Big Easy, what is the actual name of this American city? Is it A, Miami, B, NYC, C, New Orleans, or D, Atlanta? We have New Orleans, New Orleans. They're so committed, they're typing out the whole town. C, yes, you guys, it is New Orleans. Very, look at y'all. Look at y'all getting in here. Which ocean borders the USA on the west? Is it A, Pacific Ocean, B, Arctic Ocean, C, Atlantic Ocean, or D, the Indian Ocean? A, Pacific, A. We have all the A's up in here. Thank you, Kitty Commander, for uh, the the circle, the wheels. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Apparently, words are very difficult for me today. Yes, it is A, the Pacific Ocean. Very good, you guys. Let me find out. Everybody came in here with their brains today except for Nashi. All right, what is the capital of Canada? Is it A, Quebec, B, Toronto, C, Ottawa, or D, Montreal? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Kitty Commander. Appreciate you. C, okay, we have a C, we have a C, we have a C, we have a Quebec, which was A, so we have A's and C's, okay? Ooh, bonus, hello, pinata. And the answer is C, Ottawa. hmm Ottawa is the capital of Canada. Oh, God. Not C, Canada, Woody. I can't listen. I could tell you guys so much stuff about what Woody did this week. I'm not even going to tell you. This is a featured show about traveling and not what Woody did. In which country would you find the Great Wall? Would it be A, Germany, B, China, C, USA, or D, France? We have China. We have B, China. Hello, everybody coming in. Welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, everyone, for the shamrocks. Yes, apparently that is a challenge for the day. It is B, China. Yes, you guys are very, very good. In what country? It's just from one viewer, Wifner. Sit down. In what country do more than half of the people believe in elves? Is it A, Norway? Is it B, no, yes, A, Norway, B, Russia, C, Holland, or D, Iceland? I didn't even go to school. Me neither, John. I went, but I didn't pay attention. Mr. Ron G. Prosper in the house. Welcome. So we have Norway, we have Iceland, and we have Norway again. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have Iceland is the correct answer. More than half of the people believe in elves. That's why I'm going to move to Iceland, because they believe in elves. And I think elves are cute and pretty. Fascinating, right? This one's a true or false, ladies and gentlemen. This one here. Are the school one? Oh, the correct term is little people, Woody. Please learn the proper terms before answering in the comments. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Quinn. All right, true or false, which means you will put a T or an F in the comments. The Spanish Steps are located in Spain. True or false? False, false. True, false, false. False, false. Oh, wow. We got some smarties today up in here. Whoa. Whoa. Look who gets the reward here today. I mean, she just spitting out the answers. Yes, it is false, and it is located in Rome, Italy. All steps are behind me. Oh, my lovely people here today. Welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a traveling show. Guests come on, they talk about where they went, what they did, what they saw, what they ate. I want to thank everybody for being here. If I can't greet every single person who comes in the room, it's not because I'm being rude to you. It's just I have only an hour, and if I greet everybody, that'll take up the full 30 minutes. Okay? So, appreciate everybody being here. I hope y'all having a magnificent Sunday. Everybody, I want to do a quick shout out to the top gifters so far. We have Top Badge, Kitty Commander, Mr. Moon, OG Lucky. We have Feisty Niner Fan. We have Mr. Ron G, aka Prosper. We have Rob. We have that dude Chris. We have Top Badge Quinn and JT. And of course, Woody in my pants. Don't be rude. All right. So, now that we've gotten that part of the show over, I am going to ask that my guests for the day, Yabba Dabba Do, when you are ready, darling, request the box. I need my coffee.
Hello.
Let's go. Thank you for the cherries. Thank you for the lucky eyes. Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. So, to get started, tell us a little bit about yourselves, what we got going on, and what you do in your streams, and if you have any upcoming events.
So I am Yabba Dabba Doo. I started streaming almost 3 months ago, and they're just laid back, usually just chatting with a few friends that come through and meeting anybody new that does come in. I have this event here, and then I'm also on Make a Match later today at 5 p.m. And then I have an auction on Friday at 9:55 p.m.
Oh, get in there. So she's a little busy beaver this week. Hello?
Oh, and then I have Family Feud on Saturday at, I think it's 11 p.m.
Yes, get in there. Very good.
Yeah,
I'm loving
I'm
this.
very
I'm loving
excited.
this. So, do you have any dreams, aspirations, or goals?
I just, not really. Right now I'm full-time college student, and I've got 3 kids, so that's where my focus is at. So probably I would say just finishing my college courses up. I'm going for IT, network, and security.
Oh, very, very good. I'm loving this. I am
Yes.
loving this. So, well, you're going to have to let me know when you complete that. I think you should. How many more years do you have?
I have about a year left,
Yes. Yeah, it
so I'm
is.
almost
That's a
done.
great, you are at
Yes, it
the
is.
end.
I
It's
am.
going to go so fast, so fast. It's going to go so fast. Well, congratulations on that. And you have got
Thank
it.
you.
So I know you will finish. You're welcome. All right. So let's talk about the reason why we're here. We are here to talk about where you have traveled to. Have you traveled a lot? Have you traveled a little?
I traveled a lot, probably about 10 years ago. Once I had a bunch of kids, it got harder to travel because it's just expensive to travel with a large family. So
It
I haven't
is.
really done any
Yes.
traveling in the last few years.
Okay. So tell us, where have you traveled to? And if there's a specific place that you want to do today, talk about today. Thank you.
I've traveled to Idaho, I've traveled to Washington, I've traveled to Oregon, I've gone to Florida, and I've been to Hawaii. And then today I figured I would talk about my Hawaii trip.
Okay, let's talk about your Hawaii trip. Shout out right quick to Creature for taking my point four, or is this old school? I don't know. But thank you for
Yes, to the
taking my
point
point
four.
four. Me, it's me. Okay, well, me has taken my point four. Thank you very much during my feature show. Shout out,
Yes,
Vito.
congrats on the
Okay,
point
so
four.
let's talk about Hawaii. Where did you go in Hawaii?
So for Hawaii, I went out to Honolulu, Hawaii. My best friend lived out there, and we used to get together like once a year, and it was my turn to travel, so I flew out there for a month, and it was pretty awesome.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what did you do while you were out there? Did you only stick with Honolulu?
Um, yes.
Okay.
So we did. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So we visited the pineapple dole plantation. We went out bowling a few times for they had like a Her Way Tuesdays, I think it was. So it was like girls' night of bowling. So a
Mhm.
group of us would go do that once a week. We went out to a few restaurants, and then the biggest thing that we did that I enjoyed was we went out to the Pearl Harbor Memorial, and we took the
Oh,
ferry across and
nice. Okay, so let's talk about visiting the Dole Plantation.
the Dole Plantation, it was fun. They have a little train tour that you can take where they like you go on a train through the entire plantation and they talk about like the facts of it and they point out all of the different plants that they have. Like they've got the cocoa plants, they've got the pineapples. Um, I don't even remember what else right now. It was a lot of fun. And then when you left, they actually gave you a pineapple and a picture.
So was it a big pineapple, a little pineapple?
It was like a normal sized pineapple.
Normal side. Okay. And
But it was like a
okay,
20-minute, I think it was like a 20-minute train tour, so it wasn't super long, but it was enjoyable.
but it was enjoyable. It was something that, like, yeah, I went and I did that. I mean,
Yeah,
I would go. I mean, for me, 20 minutes of doing that is worth it. You know what I mean? Because
right.
that's not something that everybody can be like, oh, yeah, I just went by the Dole Plantation today, you know? So now, was the pineapple, did it taste really fresh?
It did. It was really sweet
Oh,
and it was
okay.
really juicy. It was like a mess.
Oh, I love it. That's the best pineapple there is. If you don't get a
Yes.
good juicy pineapple, I do too. If it's not juicy, I don't want it. Stay away from me. I will throw it at you.
Right.
That statement was for educational purposes only. Don't actually throw pineapples at people. I was just using it to make a joke. Um, anyhow, but yes, I love it. So now let's talk about the Pearl Harbor tour. How did
So
that
the
go?
Pearl Harbor tour, it was very emotional. Um, but it was gorgeous also. It was a pretty day out. So you take a ferry across to the memorial And the day that we had gone, I cannot remember the guy's name to save my life, but we had one of the oh gosh, I can't think of the word. One of the guys that was part of Pearl Harbor that was
Mhm.
on board the ferry, and it was his birthday that day. So we all got to sing happy birthday to him, and just seeing like the respect that he still had for the country after going through all of that was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
find that when
but
you
like,
talk to veterans and they go through something like that and they're still upbeat and they're still like, yes, I don't, wouldn't change the fact that I stood up for my country. I find that very, very inspiring. So yes. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, but
Continue.
like,
Sorry.
so like when you get to the memorial, they've got like this huge out. Not a lot of people have probably been, but they've got this huge wall that just has like all of the names of the people that died during Pearl Harbor. And then they've got a little section where you can like look down and actually see the sunken ships. So that
Wow.
was really interesting to see.
I mean, what was it like being there, like as far as like feeling, if you can describe it? I know for some people it's undescribable. It's so much feeling when you're there.
It
But
is.
do you
It
remember
was
what
very
you
emotional. And the time that I had gone, it wasn't on like the anniversary of Pearl Harbor, but it was within a few days of it.
Mhm.
So I feel like that made it even more emotional with it being right around the anniversary of it.
Anniversary? Yeah.
I cried. My daughter at the time, I think she was maybe 2, and she cried her eyes out. And she really, I mean, at 2 years old, you don't understand everything. So for her to cry over it was, I think that says a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I can only imagine at how emotional and how overrun with feelings you can get and being in such a surreal place. That's the only way that I could, is surreal because this isn't, I mean, yeah, you watch the movies and you hear about it in school, but until you're actually there, I don't think it really hits you until you're physically
You're
seeing it.
there. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, like you said, I've seen the movies and I've seen pictures of all of the stuff that I saw while I was there, but like actually being there standing in front of it was crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I can only imagine. Now, how long is that experience usually take while you're there? Is it like just a quick one, or do they really go in depth with information?
I don't remember now. It's been, so I went back in 2013, so it's been a very long time. But
Yeah.
I want to say we were there for probably about an hour.
Oh, okay. So it's a good duration. It's not something in and out, and I think
No,
that's
it's more of like you go in, you pay your respect, you look at everything. And I mean, they'll load up the ferry, and so you're going with a huge group of people.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So, would you do that again now that your kids are older? Would you do it again?
I would. So only one of my kids got to go, and she just turned 13. So I feel like if I were to take her back now, that she's like learned a lot about the
Mhm.
history, I think she would enjoy it more.
Yeah.
And I would definitely take my other two to go see it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's a great family trip to take. I think that taking
It's a learning experience.
yes, it brings I exactly. It brings what they're learning in school to reality, and they have something to really, associate it with and be like, oh my goodness, here's what
And
I
it
learned.
kind of goes back to like what we were just talking about, where like you can see it in the movies and you can see it in the newspaper,
Mhm,
but until you are standing right there in that
mhm.
spot.
In that spot. Yes, yes. So, what else did you do in Hawaii while you were there? I know that you said that you went bowling. Um,
So yeah, we went bowling. My oldest daughter and then my best friend has a daughter. They're like 4 months apart, so they were bonded from birth. They got to
mhm,
hang out with each other for a month, a little bit older, where they could like walk and run and bounce on the trampoline. So they did all that. Um, my best friend and I went out and got a tattoo together, which we had been talking about for years. So that was fun to finally cross off our list.
mm. Okay, what kind of tattoo did y'all get?
We have we got it on our feet, and it's a little anchor that says "We shall never drift apart." So
Oh, I
we
love that.
met through. We were both married to sailors, so like the anchors, like that's how we met.
That's how you met. I love that. I really do. Okay,
Yeah.
so how was the culture from where you live? How was the culture in Hawaii when you went there? Was it completely different? Like, okay, wow, this is how, or no?
Um, Not completely. It was so I was in a huge Navy area because my friend was married to a sailor.
Yeah.
So I mean, with the Navy, you're in a really diverse area. You see everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, it's pretty similar to here. I'd say probably not on that huge of a like spectrum,
Hmm.
but we have a little mix of culture here as well.
I love that. I love that. So now Hawaii, I'm assuming, is a lot more expensive than say over here because they have to have a lot
Yes.
more food.
The one thing I did remember complaining about when I got there, so I was living up in Washington at the time that I went down to Hawaii, and up in Washington, I was paying maybe $3 for a gallon of milk, and when I went there, we were paying almost $7 for a gallon of milk.
Oh,
So that
really?
was it was crazy, and we had two 2-year-olds, and well, kids go through milk like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
so
they do.
the cost was drastically different.
I can't even imagine. So, if you had any tips for anybody who was
That's why I
going, if you had any tips for anybody who was going to, or recommendations who was going to Hawaii, what would they be? Like, rather it's remember to pack this or be prepared for this.
I would say definitely pack layers because it stays pretty warm like in the day, but the nighttime really chills off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you're going to the beach, pack sunscreen because I ended up lobster red by not wearing sunscreen.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I'll be fine. But I mean, coming from Washington where you don't see the sun and then going to Hawaii,
Hawaii, where, yeah.
so that wasn't the brightest idea. So definitely bring sunscreen.
Sunscreen check. I'll probably need
Um,
like the whole factory.
Other than that, I would just say like visit Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
And if you're looking for a good place to go eat, they have a place called Mike's Huli Huli Chicken, which is a really good, like they've got good rice and chicken uh,
Oh,
dishes.
okay. All right, now I'm gonna I'm gonna have to go there and check that out when I go to Hawaii. Now there was a
Yeah, it's
question. Feisty Niner asked, was it more expensive on the base or off the base when you bought stuff?
um. So when you buy things on base, it usually is a little cheaper because there's no taxes.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't notice like a well, we didn't shop off base actually, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
like up
No,
in
that makes sense.
Washington, there was never a drastic difference between on base. By the
Mm-hmm.
time that you drive from your house to base shopping, unless you live on base, there wasn't really a huge savings.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a little bit depending on where you live. That's the census on a lot of stuff. Okay, so now I do have to ask because I hear that in Hawaii they like spam. Is that true? Like, was spam like a huge thing when you were in Hawaii or no?
Not that I know of. We didn't eat out a whole lot though.
Yeah,
My best friend's husband is a chef in the Navy, so he cooks up some really mean meals. So
yeah,
I think we ate out maybe 3 times.
yeah. Oh, okay.
I
Well,
don't think
shoot,
we ever had spam though.
that's what I need for my birthday is a man that cooks. Okay, just so everybody knows, a man who
I'll keep
cooks.
my eye out.
Thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. Um, so okay, so now you stayed there for a month. Did you stayed with your friend or did you stay in like an Airbnb, hotel?
I stayed at my best friend's,
Okay, okay, very nice. I'll cook for you, wife.
which that definitely helped with the cost too, not having to get a
Yeah,
hotel or an Airbnb.
Yeah, that definitely cuts down because I think that's where the biggest expense comes outside of the flight is the stay, especially if you're there for a month, you know. Um,
The flight
so
wasn't
now,
too bad to go out there. The thing I learned when booking flights is if you put your browser into like the private browsing mode, you're
mhm.
likely to get cheaper prices because when you're not browsing in private mode, it's like, oh, it knows that you want to travel and it knows where you want to travel. So
Oh,
they're more likely to show you higher prices because they know like you want that ticket no matter what it's going to cost you in the end.
okay, okay, all right. Oh, okay. Put your phone in private mode and search. See, I didn't know that. Better,
Yes.
because I'm about to do some traveling this year, and yeah, I need all the money I can get.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. Welcome everybody to Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi. This is a traveling show where my guests talk about where they traveled to, what they saw, what they ate, and what they did while they were on their vacation destination. Now, speaking of food, did you have any? Did even though your friend's husband cooked, did they make any like Hawaiian traditional meals while you were there?
Not that I recall.
Okay.
I think my favorite thing that he did make, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's rice. Oh gosh, what was it? I think it was rice, and then you put like a fried egg on top of that, and then gravy or something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was
Mm-hmm.
gravy. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Oh man, thank you for the fave, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you for the fireball. It's Loco Moco. Oh wow, Loco
Well, yes,
Moco.
loco moco. So I don't know if
Oh,
that's a Hawaiian meal or not, but it was really good.
okay, well I'm gonna have to try that. Definitely. Now, is there anywhere in Hawaii that you saw that maybe most people wouldn't have known to go see that maybe was off the beating path?
Um, Not that I can think of. I mean, the Dole Plantation, I didn't know that it was out there until I looked up like places to go. But
Hmm.
other than that, the only place we really went was to the beaches, and everybody knows that there's beaches there.
Everybody knows that there's beaches there. Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, I definitely want to go to Hawaii. I have yet to decide which part. Did you eat one of those hot dogs, the giant Hawaiian ones? Oh, that's a good
I did
question.
not. I am actually not a fan of hot dogs. Um, so I did not get any of the giant hot dogs.
Did you see the giant hot dog? Did you see one?
I did not.
No. Well, no. Sorry, Quinn. You'll have to go on your own to go see the giant hot dog. Okay. Oh.
Sorry, Quinn.
So my friends have been out there and they talk about them. Family show. The giant Hawaiian hot dogs they sell on the beach. They're like,
Oh
oh, well,
wow.
no. Who's
Ouch.
spending $30 on a hot dog? You give me the $30 and I'll buy the hot dog. No. People do not spend $30 on a hot dog unless somebody else is paying for it. Like Top Badge Quinn. She will
I
pay for
don't
your
know because
$30
like
hot
when
dog.
people go to the fair, they pay some pretty outrageous prices for corn dogs.
The only thing I'm paying for at the fair is fried dough. That's
Yes.
it. When I go to the fair, that is the only thing that I eat is fried dough. Okay? That's it. There's no other food that exists there. Anyways, back to you and not my fried dough obsession. Um, I've never heard of that. What? Fried dough? Oh, you're getting me off of the thing. Okay. Hello, King Kong. Okay, so now, have you traveled anywhere else besides Hawaii?
So I've traveled, so I lived up in Washington for a while. I've traveled to Oregon, I've traveled to
Mhm.
Idaho, I've traveled to Florida. Um, I think that's about it. Nevada.
Nevada. Now, do you have any upcoming trips that you're thinking about taking or that you might want to take? Or right now you're just like, these kids are too expensive and
No,
I'm going to.
the kids are definitely expensive. I would like to. My best friend and I haven't seen each other in probably like 4 years now, so it'd be nice to take a trip down south, but it
Yeah,
wouldn't be leaving the state or anything.
leave the kids at home.
Yeah, I don't have the option of that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I don't always
so if
have
I
that.
go anywhere, it'd probably be maybe a weekend trip down south.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and that's okay. Weekend trips count. Sometimes we need a weekend getaway. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. I do have to say though that I am loving the tip of making sure that you have your device in private mode before searching because I never even knew that was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so what it does, I mean, it's with anything that you do online. It's going to track your cookies and all of that. And then eventually it's going to realize what you're trying to do. So it's like, well, now I know that you want to travel to this place. And if the tickets go up $5 one way, you're going to pay that
Mhm.
extra $5. And then you
Mhm.
go back and look again, and it's going to go up maybe $10.
Yeah, I agree. Every trip counts, even a day trip. Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Yes.
I think I'm gonna start everything that I do now on the internet is gonna be hidden because I feel that's what I should do. I'm just blown away by this tip. I never even knew that that was a thing. Never even knew. See, this is
Well,
why
now
we
you
do
know.
this. Now I know. Thank you, Yabba Dabba Doo. You guys, make sure you favorite Yabba Dabba Doo. Okay, hit her with a fave. Go see her. Go check her out. Go say hey. Right quick, just give them a brief overtone of who you are again, what you do on here, and yeah.
So I'm Yabba Dabba Doo. Some of you might remember me as Bedrock. I stream usually during the weekdays in the mornings and then sometimes in the evenings. And it's just laid back. I just sit and engage with the comments, and sometimes I'll have people in the box, sometimes I don't.
Okay.
Um, and then what was it? I'm on another show later today at 5 p.m. and then I've got an auction on Friday at 9:55 p.m.
Hello, Miles. Very good. She is a busy little beaver this week, and
Yes.
I can respect that. Yeah, but thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for the tips and sharing your stories with us. You guys, make sure you go and check her out and see her and say hi. Thank you so much, darling. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You are welcome, you guys. Thank you, and welcome to Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a traveling show on the app. If you are interested in being on the show, just reach out to me, or you can even reach out to Hi Happy Hippie to Emoji J if you want to get on the show, and we will get you scheduled for the show. Right now, I am scheduling out for April. So, just hit us up and let us know. Miles, nobody is allowed in the box. This is a featured show, and only the guests are allowed to be in the box at this time. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So you're probably wondering what's coming next. Well, what's coming next is I'm going to take a nap for the rest of the show. Okay, well, you could hit me up on IG. My IG is through my profile here, or my admin emoji J is somewhere around here. You can hit him up on Instagram as well and let us know, and we will get you scheduled and add you to the show waiting room. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Yabba Dabba Doo. Appreciate you, darling. All right, you guys. So you're probably wondering what the heck is going on. What's going on is this is a featured show, traveling show. Right now, I do want to do a special shout out to my top gifters, Lux of the show. Whoever the number one gifter is of the show, by the end of the show, we'll get a personalized IG post and flyer. Right now, we have Top Badge Kitty Commander. We have Creature at number two, Mr. Moon at number three, Feisty Niner Fan at number four. We have OG Lucky. We have Prosper. We have Rob. We have Yabba Dabba Doo, Ron, Mr. Ron G. Uh, We have Yabba Dabba Doo, Top Badge Quinn. We have Jason. We have that dude Chris, Throbbing Pickle, and Woody in My Pants. And these names are just blowing me out of the water. How are you, Lux? We have a featured show host here, newly featured, Miss Lux. Make sure you guys favorite her. Go check out her show Saturdays. Okay. And I'm good, darling. All right. So today's destination getaway is going to be Iceland. Y'all might want to know, why the heck am I going to visit Iceland? Well, here's why you're going to visit Iceland, and I'm going to tell you exactly right now. Thank you, Denise, for the pinata. Get in there. Iceland is one of the top dream vacation spots for dramatic sceneries and outdoor adventures. From geothermal pools and waterfalls to glaciers and ice caves, this island's natural wonders are endless. And if you're lucky, you can even catch the northern lights. Let's go with these wheels today. Thank you, Denise. All right, top things that you can do in Iceland. Drive the scenic Golden Circle and stop at the spectacular waterfalls and geysers. Who doesn't love a good geyser? All right, go whale watching in Husavik and explore the Skatefell Ice Cave, the Northern Lights in Kirkjusfoss, and see the dreamy glaciers. They have dreamy glaciers, y'all. Italian. I mean, but who doesn't want to see geysers in Northern Lights? I know I want to see geysers in Northern Lights. I think that the Northern Lights are so beautiful, and I would love to experience that one day. Here's an insider tip for Iceland. Northern Lights can be visible in Iceland from September to April. With that said, nights are the darkest between November and January. So visit between these months for the best chance of seeing them. And if you use the Aurora forecast, you can predict the activity. So make sure you guys are doing all that stuff. And apparently, while booking your trip, do so on private mode. I heard they have ice igloos you can stay in. I heard the same thing, and I so would want to do that. Like, I don't know why, and I don't like the cold. But to experience Northern Lights, I will sleep on a bed made of ice in an igloo made of ice, because that's what igloos are made of, Nash. I mean, hello. Just to see the lights after the show. I don't like it here anymore. This is my show. And wow, people. So this is what we have. Okay, I do have a couple of more. We do have some time, so I think I'm just going to do a couple of these, and we'll get a couple of them knocked out. It's my own people acting out in my own stream during my own featured show. I don't know why I expect anything different. Hi, Britches. Welcome, darling. Let's go to, who wants to go to Alaska today? We're going to go to Alaska. Okay. Why would you want to go to Alaska? Freaking Italian. Okay. Well, you're going to go to Alaska because they have vast and unspoiled mountain landscapes, long sun-filled days for national park exploring, a front row seat to the Northern Lights. It's a Northern Lights theme. Okay. Again, you can go to Iceland or you can go to Alaska. You're going to get the Northern Lights. They even have them in Canada. Okay? This is just, thank you guys. 10 more of those from 10 more people. Thank you. Anyhow, this is just a bit of what Alaska vacation can look like. Get ready for wilderness, adventure, and the adventure will last a lifetime. Okay? Me too, Happy. Top things to do in Alaska: take an epic hike in the pristine mountainous wilderness of Denali National Park or Tongass Forest. Soak in the 24/7 sunlight. Thank you, Throbbing Pickles. Thank you, Woody, for being my admin. Really, that's it. Everybody pack up. We're going to go stay in Lux's backyard. That's what we're going to do. I got tents. Bring a tent. We'll stack up there. Soak in the 24/7 sunlight during midnight sun season in Fairbanks. See the large humpback whales almost everywhere along the coast in the summer. I have an 8-person tent, but it probably actually only fits 4 people. And here's an insider tip: winter camping. Yeah. Yeah. I won't last 5 minutes. Don't miss spotting the northern lights on a clear night in Fairbanks. Keep in mind that the midnight sun interferes with the northern lights viewing to get the best aurora, the best northern lights sighting. It is best to do this between August and April. So if you want to see the midnight sun and experience that and the northern lights, you're going to maybe want to time it to where they kind of overlap with each other, if that's possible. Can we pitch a tent in the living room? Yes, it's called a fort. A furniture fort is what it's called. Yes, we can. Okay? Absolutely. Hi, Still, welcome. All right, everybody, make sure you're favoriting me. Make sure you favorite my guests. I will favorite everybody back who favorited me during the show once my show is over. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all the guests. We are planning a trip, apparently, to Lux's house. Thank you for the favorite to go see the Northern Lights at some point in time. And, she didn't invite us, but I invited us. So that's what we're just going to do. We're going to go to one more travel destination. We're going to go to St. Lucia. Okay? Who has wanted to go to St. Lucia? I definitely want to go to St. Lucia. All right. So after Lux's, we'll all go to St. Lucia. We'll get cold and warm up in St. Lucia. Okay? Where is it? Well, I'm going to tell you some information about it, Woody. Okay? All right? You're going to vacation here because it's one of the best Caribbean islands. And if you have kids and you happen to want to bring them, yes, I think so. Yes. If you want to bring your kids, you can. Francis, this is a featured show. You cannot get in the box. Only people that are supposed to be on the show are allowed to be in the box. Thank you so much, though, for wanting to be in my box. All right. St. Lucia is a dreamy beach destination, perfect for a honeymoon getaway as well. Its golden sandy beaches are cradled by spa resorts. Its rainforests and volcanic peaks are the only things that might convince you to leave the seaside. Oh, no, they have some of those. Yes. There's which Caribbean island is it? We just had a Caribbean island that we were talking about where that could happen. And I'm too old. I can't even remember now. Things to do while you're in St. Lucia's is pamper yourself with a spa treatment in a rainforest treehouse at Sugar Beach. Sip on mimosas as you watch sailboats float into Marigot Bay. Embark up the stunning Pros Piton volcanic peak. Swim underneath the Tarali waterfall. And I know I'm probably botching some of this. Just so you know, a little insider tip is that St. Lucia belongs to the British Commonwealth. Travelers are generally required to present a valid passport when entering by air. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure your passport is up to date and that you also have proof of eventual departure, which means you better be ready to show, look, this when I leave, this when my plane says I'm out. Okay, but it is absolutely beautiful. If you do happen to want to take your kids on such an adventure into a nice, beautiful, peaceful, serene place, you can take them. It is very friendly to the kids. And, so that's your vacation getaway idea. You have 3. You have Alaska, you have St. Lucia, and you have Iceland. How many more places could you want to go? Well, apparently, you guys in here have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different places that you all want to go. And next week, I'm going to be talking about Ensenada. Okay? Ensenada. And I really can't wait to talk about it. I've been doing some research on it, and it seems a whole lot of fun. Never heard of that place. Well, come back next Sunday and you're going to hear all about it. You're going to hear about what to do there, how to do it. You're going to hear about, insider stuff, and my computer just cratted out on me. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. And I like doing these because it gives people ideas of where to go, and stuff that they could do and possibilities. Because there was one place that I didn't think was a possibility for me to go and travel. Come to find out, it was actually budget friendly. And so now I want to do it. Same thing with cruises. I always thought those were more expensive than traveling. You like fly here, do this here and there. And apparently they come out to right about the same, if not more. And you get to go see multiple different places at once. So why not do it? Has anyone ever been on a cruise here? Arpan, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to a featured show called Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi. This is a featured show. The only people that are allowed to be in my box are my featured show guests, which was Yabba Dabba Doo. I appreciate all these lovely people who want to get into my box. Unfortunately, this is not the time nor the place for that, but thank you again just as much. I really appreciate that. Yes. Annual. Yes. Make sure you guys favorite my admins, Woody in My Pants, and Emoji J, who is somewhere in the comments or in my viewers list while he's recording my show. If you would like to be a guest on Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi, is my camera shaking? Please, you can message me on IG and I will add you to the show waiting list. We are booking out to April. But trust me, those weekends come fast. Before you know it, you're on a show and you completely forget. Yes. Hello, My. Thank you. Everybody say hello to My and Quinn and JT. We're going to get Quinn and JT on the show one day. Once their life settles down a little bit, we'll have them back on. But yeah. This is where we're at. We talked about Iceland, we talked about Alaska, we talked about Hawaii, we did some travel trivia, and we got 9 minutes left. So, why not do a little bit more? Travel trivia, shall we? Tips for traveling. Oh, hello, Ryan. You want some tips for traveling? I got you. Well, apparently one tip that we learned from here today is to, when you're planning a trip, hello, Clint, when you are planning a trip, not for infant, when you are planning a trip, turn on private mode, then search for hotels and airs and traveling, and prepaid cards are safe. They are safe, yes. I like that. So, questions are allowed all the time. Yes, sir. What is your question? Oh, ding, 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 ding. Oh, God. This washer is shaking my table and I feel like I have motion sickness. How does everyone record the fun for telling stories later? What do you mean? A journal, voice notes? Yeah, they can do a journal, voice notes. Yeah. Make photocopies of your passport. Leave one at a friend or family in your suitcase just in case you lose it. Oh, that's a very good tip, My. Yes, they can do voice notes. They can do a journal. Whatever they prefer, that's fine. I know that is. That's a very good tip. I never thought about that. Never thought about that. Yeah, but it shows that, hey, this is me. Photos help you remember the smaller details. Yeah. And sometimes when you look back, ooh, that would sound exciting. Yes. And do you want to tell us where your adventure is going? No, but you have proof. Yeah, true. Right. You have proof. This is who I am. Yes. Okay. We're going to Florida. Too bad he isn't going to Florida when Live Fest is in town. Commander, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, he's taken his throbbing up. I can't say that. Don't feed the alligators. I'm just going to stay in the hotel. I ain't leaving. I'm going to get the sun from the roof or something while in Florida. Boo thing. I am going to get I go to Florida. I'm staying on the roof. Alligators will not be on the roof. I'll be safe until it's time for me to leave again. Why not? Oh, nice. Welcome everybody to Hop, Skip, and a Jump. Thank you everybody for being here for the show. Oh, yeah, there's that. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, start hustling now. Save up your cash outs. Oh, yeah, they'll send you an email. You got to check your emails. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. All right. So thank you, everybody, for coming to Hop, Skip, and a Jump with Nashi at 2 p.m. Eastern Time every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, because I already said that. Apparently, I like to repeat myself. Shout out to my top gifters, to all my gifters. Top badge, Kitty Commander. We have Creature. We have Denise. We have Mr. Moon. Feisty Niner, OG Lucky, Happy Hippie, Lux, Italian Stallion, Mr. Ron G. Prosper. We have Rob, Yabba Dabba Doo, Top Badge Quinn JT, Throbbing Pickle, Little Britches, Jason, that dude Chris, and Woody in my pants. Thank you, everybody. 3 p.m. is Gardening with Nashi. Wow. Jay, you can end it now, but we'll still be featured for 4 more minutes, but you can end the recording now. I didn't want to cancel because somebody backed out. Did I lose comments? Apparently you did. Keep censoring.